There's the bus. There's the bus. Well, I'm gonna hop up this bus, and today I'm gonna show you new Metrorail stations here in Miami, Florida, and we're gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna talk about differentiations and why the cables used to be like change the Metrorail system. You know, only enough to share tracks with the Amtrak, and I'll tell you why. Bye. Now back to the train. I'm in the train now. So this is what I'm showing you, and I don't know those people, but if I'm gonna show you this, and I'm gonna show you why this is in the Hialeah station. But one thing, you see the scenery inside the Metrorail. I'm gonna show you why, and I'm gonna get out of the train. I'm just gonna get out of the train right now. So I'm gonna show you the latest stations. Finally, a good place to, I think, to expand overseas. I heard of Tony Roma's, right? Tony Roma's. Well, there's a place next to the Dayland station called Shorty's. Then Shorty's expansion. You know, oh yeah, expansion, overseas expansion. Yeah. They're just talking about that, you know. I'm just talking about Shorty's overseas expansion. Yeah, where? In Japan? In the train station? Okay, let me guess. Fukuoka? Right? At a popular station, right? Enjoying Shorty's over there. Shorty's make pretty good ribs, like I showed before. There's a hospital. One thing I'll tell you about the orange line. The orange line is where the latest stations are we gonna go. This is the green line train. So we're not there yet, and I'll explain everything else. Why and why and why. This is where, I guess, where we are in controlling it. We're getting off, and I'll explain this. Doors open. Open sesame. Open sesame. Alright, I'm in the Metrorail station. Metrorail is the commuter train that goes from Broward to, it goes from Miami-Dade to Broward to West Palm Beach. So this is the Metrorail, and what I'm trying to do is to try to explain this. The one thing I noticed with the Japan Free Trade Agreement, if that's his approver, the Shinkansen train has some cables up in like this. The Metrorail has to change the system too. They have to change the system too with the rails right there in the top, like connecting in there where the Metrorail goes, and then this is where it is. Actually, the Shinkansen 700 and Amtrak will called it will be called the Super 7. Well, the Super 7 right here, but this is just a station for the Metrorail. The Metrorail and the Super 7 all have a separate station. It's the same thing, same rails. All it is just it goes right there. This is where it starts. Super 7. And I'm talking about Super 7, aka the Shinkansen 700. Well, what the Super 7 station starts either here. It goes all the way here. This is where Amtrak and Metrorail has to share the stations with the Japan Free Trade Agreement. And my mom works over there, like right there. Yeah, this is where it is. This is where it all shares. The Amtrak station with the high-speed rail, it goes from the other side. It starts right there. Next to the other track, there's the Amtrak station. Then this will be the Tri-Rail station. I don't know if you call the Miami Central station. Yeah, or the Amtrak, Metro Amtrak commuter. I think is the Metro Amtrak transfer. This is Metro Amtrak transferring to the Amtrak station. Amtrak Super 7 station. There's a Super 7 right there. Elon, it has all the cables right there like that. The Super 7 goes right here and pass through there. No, it might pass through there. No, actually it will pass through there. I don't know how it goes, but it goes through right from here. Super 7 goes from here, pass all the way there, and then you pass the Super 7 from Amtrak could go take the Amtrak route. The Amtrak, the Shinkansen train, this is what it is. That's what I'm trying to explain. The Super 7, and that is based on it's the same for those of you who live in Japan. The Super 7 is the same Shinkansen 700. It just puts Amtrak. It has like a Superman logo, but on the side of the train. But instead of an S, a Superman, it's a 7. That's why it's called the Super 7, the 700A. Well, that's kind of to explain you about a bit of Amtrak, of the Amtrak Super 7, and this is where the Metrorail and the Shinkansen share the same track, but the station are separate. And then for the maintenance there, they go all the way. The Metrorail could go over there where Amtrak is at. Where Amtrak is at is gonna have a separate rail for maintenance and all that stuff. And I don't know about that. And for until I create a website on Facebook, a page on Facebook about JAFTA and JAFTA treaty and the Japan Free Trade Agreement, bring in the Shinkansen sets, like Shinkansen sets for the US for Amtrak. That I think I don't know if it goes like this way or it goes this way, but it has to go. I think it might go this way. Probably it will. It will pass to Orlando. That's the first mission for the Super 7. This is another Metrorail train. That's why it needs the cables right there. But seriously, the only thing the only difference is that if it could share rails. I think this could be the Miami station for the Amtrak, right there, where all it is just Shinkansen-based trains, and then it will share the same track as this train, and then with the sharing of that track of this train, and I heard the technology, how the Shinkansen train in Japan, the 700, stops when there's another train, like same thing with this one. Metrorail pass by. It stops there until the Metrorail goes, and then it keeps on going quick like a mother. It will start keep hauling ass until it gets to Orlando. That's the first trip for the Super 7. That's how it works. That's what it is. I don't know if it goes to. I think it might go to. It will pass all the way to Fort Lauderdale, then there is no Metrorail. The only thing is when the Super 7 comes to Miami, it will share the same tracks with the Metrorail. That's it. Other than that, going to West Palm Beach, going to until it reaches this final port, to this final spot that is in Orlando, it could run smoothly. Other than that, if it's in Miami, Florida, the Super 7, and you know, like the Shinkansen, and he has to share the same track with the Metrorail. That's it. And then the station to maintain it, Amtrak will have to share with Metrorail the same station because of the Shinkansen base train. You know, Super 7 is Shinkansen 700 base train because I think that's what it is. But after that, whoa, gotta wait for the train again. Wait for the train again, and then I'll go show you what the orange station is. The orange line is where you go to the airport, and we see the new stations. I just got out just to show you how it is, and just to show you why does the Super 7 needs to share track. It doesn't go from this way. No, I think the Super 7 might start from here all the way. It's the Super 7 have its line, but the only thing is when it goes to Miami, Florida, right here in Miami, Florida, it has to share this line with the Metrorail, and then the Metrorail has to stop there. It tells you to stop because the Super 7 comes by. In other words, the Shinkansen, in like it have happened in other Japanese cities, wherever the Metrorail there, for example, the Tokyo subway, and then they have to see that they have to stop there and then let the Shinkansen pass by, or the Fukuoka Metrorail. Go to stops at Hakata, and when it shares the same rail with the Fukuoka Metro, then they gotta stop and let the Shinkansen. This is the same thing will happen with the Metrorail and Amtrak. Metro and Amtrak, along if there's the Japan Free Trade Agreement, you have to share the same rail. So I'm gonna just shut off now, and then I'll see you at the new stations. I'll see you why these stations, and probably they're cool. You'll see what I'm telling you. And now look at this, the commuter train. This is Tri-Rail. Slow. It's steam. Yeah. In other words, even though Japan's up to date, in other words, it's old school. You know, what would the Tri-Rail be? A Shinkansen based train? Probably, yeah. But what happened if it's just Shinkansen train? Then you have Amtrak. Then you have Amtrak, and then the other side where you have Amtrak, Tri-Rail, Metrorail. Maybe could be Tri-Rail, Amtrak, Metrorail. This one in the middle. Why? Because if the Tri-Rail is going to be Shinkansen based, then, well, they have to say Shinkansen, or let's say the French train, TGV. Yeah, because it runs electric. It's electricity. This is just an electric-based train. That's why I tell you this is why trains that share the same rail, you know, gotta stop. You gotta be, you know. One time I was at the Central Station in New York, and then the Acela has shared the same rail as the same, almost the same rail or the separate rail with New York subway and the New York train, commuter train for the Acela. It goes from Boston to New York. Yeah, that's the only train that's the only high-speed train that we have here in the United States. After all, the what we wanted to do with the Japan Free Trade Agreement, if I hope you could tell your president about the Japan Free Trade Agreement, is this: the Metrorail and the 700 series. 700 series, that's what it is. Maybe we call it the Super 7. That's what I'm gonna call it, the Super 7, could share the same track with the Metrorail. All it is just separate stations. One is for the Amtrak, and then if the Tri-Rail is either Shinkansen base or TGV base, same thing. Tri-Rail might share the same rail too. So this is what I mean. Hopefully you could enjoy my video next to, let's see what's the cool thing about these new stations. See you later. The Orange Line. The Orange Line train. This is the Arlington Heights station. Oh, cool. Oh, modernized. Last stop goes to the Palmetto station, but
Next station, Miami Airport Station. Next station, Miami Airport Station. 092 Miami Airport. Next station, Miami Airport Station.
it's a parking lot in Arlington Heights. See you later. Once I mention this, this is how the rail's supposed to be in the top. You know, that's not just rails, just for the suspension. That's what the Metrorail system have to change, because this is how the Shinkansen runs. That is especially for the Amtrak Super 7 that goes to Orlando. So no problem with that there, with those cables, and like you have seen on YouTube, or I have seen, or we have seen on YouTube, how the Shinkansen train runs, or the TGV in France. This is the all cars are all, yeah, what else am I gonna call it? All cars should perish. The graveyard for the cars. All cars should perish. One thing that it is. Going to one of the other stations until we hit the last station. Metro bus. Improvement in buses, you know, privately owned buses are faster than its own public mass transportation system. As long as you like not getting messed up in the head and stuff, whatever it is, you gotta free money. You gotta carry some bread. You gotta carry some money. This is the boat. It's like a port. There's the airport. airport. Isn't that cool? We're going to the airport. All the planes coming by and all that stuff. Well, seems like it. Yeah. Super 7 might come in a big ass plane right here. Flying from Kobe, where they're supposed to make it. Kobe, Japan. Then to LAX and then to quicker way. Coming the Super 7 coming from
Miami International Airport Station. Please look for personal property, Miami Airport Station. This is the final destination.
Let's see where this is going through. Look at that. More construction in there. This is the station.
Miami Airport Station, final destination.
Going on, let's see. Pretty cool. Let's see how it is down. Going downstairs. Really nice. For some of you that live in overseas, or in Japan, that live in there, doesn't look similar. But this look like, yeah, you have buses. It's going stairs that have escalators, but what the heck? And you could go to the airport. Cool. Without the, I don't know if you could go inside the airport through there. Voila. All modern. Yes, you could. Maybe there's one that you could transfer the Metrorail to the airport to the Metrorail. From the train that the airport has. And right there I think you could go to the airport. Ain't that cool? I'm just showing you around the Miami airport station. Maybe it might be okay. Right there you go to the inside to the airport. And part of it might be, look, cafes and stuff. Awesome. Maybe a little bit of shops and stuff. Yeah, that's like kind of an underdevelopment right now. But for now on, this is just how it is. The airport station. Kind of look like some maybe Mai's washing this. Mai from the Mylog. I don't know, did this look like Hakata Station when you get the Fukuoka Metro? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, or the subway. It's gonna be like that. Shops and stuff. Ain't that cool? So that's about it of the airport Metrorail. So I might see you in the next vlog if I have something interesting to talk about. See you later. Airport. This is the airport station, so Farewell, everybody. Have a nice day.